Welcome to Tea with Tom and Alice, the last one.
The last tea.
And then Alice, I think we've been safe for about 3 weeks. That you're going on maternity
but this
leave.
does feel like the last one. This last time. I don't even think it was last week. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I didn't think that was going to be the last one. I thought I had one more in me.
Yeah, that's fair. You've been mooching around. I mean, really, it's the last one before the baby gets
around. Here. Yeah.
So
from our mum and dad's house, a little change of scenery.
Yeah.
We're just sorting out 100 hoodies, aren't we?
100 hoodies all ready to go.
Yeah.
Finally got ready. Everyone's like, I know they're delayed. I'm like, they are kind of delayed, but also I need to wait for everyone to get back with the sizes.
Yeah.
Then I need to send it off to get printed.
Yeah.
That takes weeks at a time. Then when I finally get them, then I need to drop them off at Abstitch to get the 100 stitched up. To then pick them up. So I did pick them up on Tuesday, Monday? Tuesday? I can't remember what day. So they're ready to hand out now, which is good.
So you're going to be at West, probably too late. West Hill tonight, Duffy Prams tomorrow, Stonehaven tomorrow night, West Hill Friday morning. It's Tom picking up all the classes.
Last time, did we talk about this, how easy your sessions were to cover last time when you came back from Edinburgh?
I can't remember, actually.
So, this maternity leave, I mean, we've been banging on about finding trainers and banging on about finding members for the last 5 years. And it is something that's just not easy to do.
I think it's also, sometimes it's just out of your control. That's why I was saying it's hard having, like, a job. We don't know what each month, we got a general idea, but what each month looks like, month to month, and then...
I mean, we've known you've been pregnant.
Yeah, I know. I spoke to about 12 different trainers.
Well, we've met some really cool people, met some really interesting people. But
it's also, we don't really have a role, like a full role for someone. So it's sporadic hours, like, they have to kind of commit.
It's potentially Wednesday at Duffy Park.
A Wednesday evening.
5:30 to 6:15.
Yeah, so a 45-minute class, and it gets them into the Rebel community, which obviously we're like, oh, surely everyone just wants to do that. But actually it's hard, I think, to commit to 45 minutes a week.
But I've been parts of groups where they're all like, oh yeah, actually hardest bit's finding trainers or finding reliable trainers or, figuring out what's next. Everything we talk about on here.
And we've got such an ace group of trainers that everyone's really rallying anyway. So everyone, like Craig, you and Craig are alternating Duffy Wednesdays, so Craig's going to be there tonight. I think he's there next week as well. But
Craig's been getting rave reviews about as well.
So if you haven't been to a Craig session, Wednesday nights, Duffy Park. Saturday morning, Stonehaven, you'll see him. Or his Rising Rebel on a Thursday morning. Yeah.
And the same in Edinburgh, though. It's the same issue trying to get trainers.
Yeah.
At the moment, we've got Grant. Aberdeen people might recognise that name.
Yeah.
Obviously down in Edinburgh now and running a few sessions, which is really cool. Keith.
His early morning class is back on a Friday as well.
Yeah, really stepping up to the mark this month.
Oh, yeah. 12, I think. Meant to be doing 1 or 2 a month. 12, right? Shout out to Keith, actually. Says he watches this every week and it tells everyone in Edinburgh to watch it as well. So
there we go. And then Aidan and Emily. So that's 4 trainers down there.
Sophie also, but just can't with her exams at the moment. But Aidan says she'll come back next month. So, really,
which is again another great team, right? I think all the trainers, it gives us such a good point to build from. It's just being able to make the most of it. We're getting there. This is not another video where we're talking about how hard it is, but it's trying to figure out what's the next trend, what's next, what's coming on boards.
And equally, we've talked about maybe opening a small indoor thing. It just feels like we hit roadblocks on that as well. Like, I mean, originally I was thinking something like Countess Wells. Forestry Commission just don't reply, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I like the idea of this shipping container in the woods. I think that's got huge potential. You like the idea a bit more of like an indoor venue for like in Stonehaven or West Hill. But again, like trying to find places that have good enough height and like it's trying to do that and research all this stuff while you're also running classes, while you're also speaking to members.
Because you were chatting to Harris. Was it Harris who was mentioning it? Sangster, talking about... so those guys, Sangster and Lee's...
Sangster and Co.
Sangster and Co. Building company.
So they're all... they're the brothers of... so Harris and Nick Sangster are brothers of Chloe Sangster, who's doing Kilduthy. We did a YouTube with them a few months ago. They're doing Kilduthy, which is building an amazing space with like indoor gym access.
It really is like the next level of training. I think that's kind of where fitness is going.
Yeah.
Into this sort of, you know, not quite a gym, but still focusing on the community, running classes, wellness and lifestyle. So they're building something.
Cafe.
Yeah, building something really cool out there.
They did say yesterday, actually, if you know anyone looking to open a cafe somewhere, they're looking. So, yeah.
Where were we going with that? Oh no, but he was saying, you said to me that harder to do the day-to-day stuff, and he's moved into more of a management role.
A management role, yeah. Because it is kind of two separate things. So we say this on every YouTube. Our favourite bit is going to the classes. Our least favourite bit is any kind of management. But that's, it's just, I guess, I was thinking it was feeling a lot more serious nowadays than it did back when we were in our early 20s. And
oh yeah, that's true. Says Alice is just away on maternity leave for an indifferent.
I'll be back in October.
And length of time. To be fair, it could be 12 weeks, it could be 12 months.
Who knows?
Literally, I have no idea.
I don't know what's around the corner. Which, you know, we were talking about Saltai today as well. And how I'll be kicking about Saltai with an 8-week-old baby. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. But Saltai's coming together.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get as much done now in the run-up. Well, before it gets a bit tricky. I think there's about 100 spaces left, so we are getting there.
And mainly teams.
Team spaces left, yeah. Lots of solo spaces are gone.
Yeah, solo's gone 12-hour, pretty much full.
12-hour teams are full, yeah.
So it is quite niche, but so we're hoping we get a few of those gone maybe this month, next month, because it doesn't quite need the same commitment as a solo runner.
Yeah, and we've got the t-shirt design looking very cool.
It's upgraded massively.
Yeah, got a t-shirt sponsor, APL.
Shout out.
Aberdeen Property Leasing. So yeah, which is great. And with this year, we're trying to avoid any waste and getting everyone to pre-order their t-shirt. So even though it's included in your entry anyway, we pinged out a form yesterday to all the runners, or this morning to all the runners, to just say what size you'd like. Mm-hmm. So that's for volunteers and runners. So if you can let us know, that would be great. And hopefully we won't have so many leftovers. We've still got, I've got boxes full of black Saltai t-shirts. You
were just saying you were going through the garage. And even so, I've started storing stuff under my sofa. It's got a compartment in, and I'm like, I don't know where this goes. We'll put it in there.
Put it in there.
My rule normally is if we've not used it in X amount of time, I get rid of it.
Well, I'm like we've got these orange gilets that we must have. This was pre-COVID, wasn't it?
What's funny is in my head as well. Also, that's like rebel history,
and
the orange gilets were so popular by the trainers. I was like, I don't just want to get rid of them.
They were
Feels
so
like
warm.
Such a waste.
Terrible colour because they just got covered in mud. But
we
so
thought we were the
warm,
bee's knees,
honestly. And we like being bright. We like that the trainers were obvious. So I've got these 2 or 3 and they take up so much space because they're so puffy and cozy.
Yeah.
But they're all filthy and they've come back from trainers and not using, and I'm like, I'll keep them just in case.
For what? There's no point.
But then what can you do with them? They say Rebel PT trainer on the back. Because it's a cozy.
I've got so many jackets. The purple ones and the green ones.
Yeah.
I think I've got some yellow ones. The worst bit, right, so we pick a design that we like and we're like, oh, this is great. This will do us. It's matching. As new trainers come in, we can get some more kit of it. And then a new trainer comes, so we go to buy a new gilet. And they're like, oh, we don't do that style anymore.
It's been discontinued.
Or that colour, or that thing. So we're like, oh, great. So it's either everyone ends up wearing something different, which is a bit of a mismatch. So at the moment, I don't think we really have any.
I know, that's on there.
Uniform.
That was my goal for last year, was to get cool trainer uniform by the
But again, this last year wasn't the year because we were watching what we spend, and instantly, as soon as you have, 4 trainers in Edinburgh,
Oh, we've got doubled
8,
it. Yeah.
yeah. So we've got like 14 trainers, I think, between everywhere. Some who do one shift, some who work every day of the week.
Some who just cover.
Yeah.
All, you know.
So you're like, okay, well, what do we do? And then so you end up spending thousands of pounds on these gilets and clothes for them just to need a new one a year later. So it becomes quite an expensive thing to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is all the winding down that Alice is doing in the run up to having her baby.
It's just been really weird being in this limbo and not being at classes. And basically I've been trying to sort social media out so that I can have 3 months of social media, because that's just another thing on trainers' list that you don't want to have to deal with. And it's just rubbish. Just sitting like trying to plan what social media post I should put out there. So yeah, it's been a bit funny. But I popped down to Prams last Friday, which was nice. And I'll probably
And the thing is, you're going to be
again.
back as soon as you've had the baby.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you can come back, you're going to be at a session.
Yeah.
Are you?
Oh yeah, as soon as I can.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
definitely, it's good. But I think what's coming up?
So this weekend we got the Saltire Recce
Oh yeah, Sunday.
Sunday.
9:30.
So there's quite a few people keen for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
The week after we've got Rebel Indoors.
Sunday.
Those more people are taking up the Rebel Plus, taking up the spaces. I think
Yeah.
9 or 10. So it's less and less left for everyone else.
Yeah.
So that's the week after. Then I think we've got a week of nothing, and then we've ramped up indoors for May.
Yeah.
3rd, 17th, and I think the 31st.
I think because we'll struggle to squeeze them in June with Saltire and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 in May.
And that's it. And then I'm just training for my marathon
You're
still.
training for your
Got a
marathon.
bit of a niggle. Unsurprising. I feel like they come in when you're training for a marathon.
Yeah.
But up to 28k to run this week for my long run.
Wow.
I know. And
Oh, Run Balmoral.
and I might fit in the other ones. Yeah, Run Balmoral.
Was it ace?
It was ace. That 5k run is so good.
It's my favourite, yeah.
Like, it's probably my favourite 5k.
Yeah.
You've got a little bit of a run out. In fact, the start and the end is a little bit of a... Because you know in the 10k
Yeah.
you cut back a bit shorter,
Yeah,
but you
I know
run
that.
further out in that 5k
Yeah.
and then past the castle. But it's such a fast run. And everyone talks about how good the bus is.
Oh,
It's
the
a
bus-
no-brainer.
It's so funny because we nearly didn't do it. We're like, oh, maybe it's not worth it, maybe it's not worth it.
But we nearly
And
didn't
then
do it because it's so hard to fill. We only filled it, which we got lucky, thanks to Karen Herbert,
yeah.
getting some of our work colleagues in to do it.
Maybe 10 or 12 or something of her work colleagues
Yeah.
to boost the numbers, which was ace. But it's so good. They take you right to the castle. And now we've done it, I'm like, we've got to do it again next year. We can't forget. And
I mean, it is quite straightforward to book and organise.
yeah. And the weather actually wasn't nearly as bad as predicted. It, like the end of the 10k, it got a bit gross, I guess.
But I thought that was fine. Everyone shooting off at 3:30 was perfect.
Yeah, so we
No
were
point in hanging out till 5.
like last year we stayed till 5, but this year we're like, oh, the weather's going to be bad. Can we go early? And he was like, yeah, as soon as you're finished. So,
So you guys were loving the bus driver.
Aaron,
He was getting so much attention
shout
from
out
you
to
guys.
Aaron. 23. It was his birthday that day. Actually, we sang happy birthday to him. But yeah, so we'll definitely have to do that again next year. And then the 15 miler on Sunday, they changed to 2 laps of the 10k. So kudos to the Devillers
Yeah.
who did that 10k route 3 times over that weekend.
And it was Storm Dave.
And it was Storm Day.
So I think it was windy. It was snowy. There was snow on the ground, but I think it melted quite quick.
And you were meant to go out for the 15 miler, but because they cut the...
Oh, yeah, so I was meant to do 26k
Yeah.
last week. So I'd signed up to do the 15 miler, which was just short.
Mm-hmm.
But then they changed it to 2 laps of the 10k, which was even shorter. And having just done the 10k,
Yeah.
I didn't want to drive an hour and a bit out to hang around to run, to drive an hour and a bit back when I could just get it over and done with.
Yeah.
So I just got it over and done with.
Just got it over. So if anyone needs long runs, give Tom a shout.
That's the route planning.
He
route
is,
planning.
He is no good company when you're running with him.
Yeah,
So.
it's not. You know, after this, I doubt I'll do another marathon. I feel like half marathon distance feels quite nice. Just, it's the training. Every long run I need to do now, in the run up till May, is at least 3 hours.
I was going to say it must be about 3
Is at
hours.
least 3 hours. So I've got, I think, maybe 6 left. So that's 18 hours of running just in my long run.
Wow.
It was when I said to you that my enjoyment level for it was probably going to be 4 out of 10. And you were like, that high? But you know what? Everyone's like, why did you sign up? I like the challenge.
Yeah.
You know, like there's no, like, just suck it up and do it, don't you? And my running slowly gotten better. March was probably a bit of a tantrum month where I really struggled. Wait, was that last
So
month?
that was
Maybe,
last week.
yeah, beginning of March, sorry. So I think end of February, beginning of March really struggled. Found a bit of a groove in my last run, felt not too bad, but I do have this sore ankle, which is making it a little tougher. So generally feeling optimistic.
That's good. And if anyone fancies jumping on the YouTube with Tom in the next few weeks or months, let us know and we'll
Maybe we'll do a tweak. Maybe it gives us a chance to shake it up.
Yeah, I
'Cause
think
I don't
get
know.
a few guests on because it's weird. It must. I haven't.
We just waffle for 15 minutes.
Yeah,
And
just have a wee blether with someone. So if anyone fancies blethering with Tom,
yeah, let me try and reshape it, and I'll put a shout out for anyone who wants to
get
jump
a couple
on.
of guests.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. See you later. Bye.
Bye.